Let's start with the chapter straight line. It's straight line. In the school geometry also you have studied this chapter and few terms of regarding the straight line. Now in your JEE main and advanced level we have to study this straight line in much more detail, right? See, the straight line is a part of coordinate geometry in which we need to study all the type of the equations which we need to study about the straight line, the perpendicular distance formula, the distance between the two parallel lines, and so on, including the family of lines, right? Let us start with the chapter straight line today. Straight line. This chapter is the second chapter of the coordinate geometry. The first chapter is coordinate system. The second chapter is straight line, then circle, then conics. In the conics we have parabola, we have ellipse, we have hyperbola, right? So now let us discuss about the straight line in detail. Suppose we have a coordinate system. Positive x-axis, origin, negative x-axis, y, negative y-axis, right? Now, L is the line, correct? Now, first thing is that we should know about the inclination of the line. The inclination of the line is nothing but the angle made by the line with the positive x-axis in anti-clockwise sense. Constant anti-clockwise sense. Let this angle be theta here. So theta here is called inclination of the line. Now, so I will repeat this inclination. The angle made by the line with positive x-axis in anti-clockwise sense is called inclination. Now the value of the inclination is always lying between 0 degree to 180 degree. 0 degree to 180 degree, including 0 but not including 180, because 180 degree will exactly coincide with 0 degree, so it will create a confusion. That is why 180 degree is avoided to include the ray, right? Now, if you know the inclination of the line, the slope is defined as tan theta. The slope is defined as tan theta. Suppose you don't know the inclination of the line. Instead of that, you know the coordinates of the 2 points on the line. Say for example, this is the line having the coordinates a, x1, y1 of the point A on the line, and B is a point on the line having the coordinates x2, y2. So its slope or gradient, what it is? Gradient is defined as y2 minus y1. It is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. You're getting my point? Now, see this carefully. Suppose I am drawing a line parallel to x-axis, a line parallel to y-axis, and they will intersect each other at a particular point, say M, and making a 90 degree angle. One is parallel to x-axis, one is parallel to y-axis. So, do you know that this theta will be the inclination because this line is parallel to x-axis. So this theta will be inclination. How much will be this length? Tell me. Is it mod of y1 minus y2? mod क्यों लिखा? डिफरेंस पॉजिटिव भी हो सकता है, नेगेटिव भी हो सकता है. mod of x1 minus x2 या mod नहीं लगाएंगे, हम स्पेसिफाई कर देंगे इसको, राइट? अब मुझे बताओ ट्रायंगल, राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल को देख के इन राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल ए एम बी क्या होगा बोलो? Opposite upon adjacent. So can I write y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2? If you change the sign in the numerator and denominator, what it becomes? Correct है. So ये हो गया tan theta. Now what will happen if the lines are parallel? If the lines are perpendicular. Suppose two lines are parallel. Their slopes is m1, m2. Then what is the relation between their slopes? अगर दो लाइन पैरेलल है और उनका स्लोप्स दिया हुआ है m1 m2, so what will be the relation between their slopes? Can I so say their slopes are equal? Why their slopes will be equal? Why the slopes will be equal? Do you feel these two angles will be equal? Which is along with the positive in anti-clockwise sense. These two lines are parallel and the positive x-axis will be transversal. So corresponding angles, if theta is same there, tan theta will be equal. So the slopes are equal. You are getting my point? Now, suppose the lines are perpendicular. M1, M2. Right? If the lines are perpendicular, then product of their slopes is -1. So M1, M2 equal to -1. ये कैसे आएगा? Can I say this angle is theta? So how much will be this angle? (90 plus theta). So पहले का स्लोप आएगा m1 tan theta, दूसरे का स्लोप आएगा m2 tan 90 plus theta. Yes, tan 90 plus theta क्या होता है according to a right angle formula? 90 प्लस माइनस थीटा में साइन का कॉस होता है, कॉस का साइन होता है, तो tan का कॉट होगा. और ये एंगल जा रहा है सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में. सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट में tan क्या होता है? नेगेटिव. तो माइनस कॉट थीटा. अभी m1 का वैल्यू पुट करो tan थीटा, m2 का वैल्यू पुट करो माइनस कॉट थीटा. सो व्हाट दिस इज गोइंग टू बिकम? tan theta into minus cot theta is cot theta is 1 by tan theta, no? So क्या हो जाएगा? मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो -1. So we are getting this result. In case the lines are not parallel, neither parallel nor perpendicular, then what will happen? पैरेलल भी नहीं है, परपेंडिकुलर भी नहीं है, तो क्या होगा? और इनका स्लोप से m1 m2, तो ये थीटा है, यस और नो? तो tan थीटा का वैल्यू होता है mod ऑफ m1 माइनस m2 अपॉन 1 प्लस, कैसे आए ये? tan a माइनस tan b अपॉन 1 प्लस tan a tan b, तो क्या आएगा? tan a माइनस b, and the mod sign will indicate that the angle is acute. It will not be obtuse. Okay? Write on this. So now, we'll see the equation of the lines. See, there are two cases for the equation of the lines. The first case is that when the line is parallel to any of the axes, either to the x-axis or to the y-axis, right? This is the first case. In second case, the line is inclined to the horizontal. If the line is inclined to the horizontal, there are 6 ways we can find out the equation of the line. Now, first we'll see what will happen if the line is parallel to the axis. See here. The thing that we need to discuss is equation of lines. Right? In this, we have first case, parallel to axis. Axis means it can be either x-axis or it can be y-axis. Second one, not parallel to axis. The lines which are not parallel to either x or y-axis. Now, let us see the first case, what happens. In the first case, parallel to axis, if I say it is parallel to axis, x o x dash, y o y dash, right? Suppose the line is parallel to x-axis and it is passing through 0, 2. So now, what will be the coordinate of this point where x coordinate is 1, 2, 3, 4? Minus 1, minus 2. What will happen to this coordinate? Is it 2, 2? Is it 3, 2? Sorry, 4, 2? So you observe them very carefully. All y coordinates are same. If all y coordinates are same, the equation of this line is given as y equal to 2. So I will give the equation of this line as y equal to 2. I will frame my statement in this manner. If the line is parallel to x-axis at a distance of, say, k units from the x-axis, then its equation is y equal to k, where k is the distance between the line and the x-axis. K is positive if the line is above the x-axis, negative if the line is below the x-axis. Can you tell me about the line parallel to y-axis? Its equation is always x equal to h. So h is the distance between the line and the y-axis. This h is positive if the line is on the right hand side, negative if it is there on the left hand side. Understood my point? Now, this is all about if the line is parallel to axis, not parallel to axis. A is point slope form. It is point slope form. In this coordinate system, x o x dash, y o y dash. Say there's a line and the slope of this line is given as m. A is a fixed point somewhere over here whose coordinates are also given x1, y1. Whenever you want to get the equation of a line or any curve, you must take a moving point or a variable point on that particular line having the variable coordinates x comma y. We call that point as any point on that particular locus. Locus means a set of points which satisfies certain geometrical condition or conditions. See here. Say I am taking P coordinates x comma y. This P can be anywhere on the locus. This P can be anywhere on the locus. Now, what does a straight line follow the rule? The straight line follow the rule that the gradient of the straight line always remains same. Always remains same. So what is the gradient given? M. If you want to find out the gradient between the variable point P and the given point A, how can you find? By using the formula y minus y1 upon x minus x1. So that will become y minus y1 upon x minus x1, and that is m. You're getting my point? Now I can write my formula y minus y1 equal to m x minus x1. You understood my point? Where m is the slope of the line, x1 comma y1 are the coordinates of the point which is given on the line, and of course x comma y are the variable coordinates of any point on the line. See, the meaning to say is that if this is the equation and any point lies on this line, then the coordinate of that point will satisfy the equation of the line. You can replace x and y by those coordinates, and those coordinates will satisfy the equation. So this equation is nothing but the algebraic representation of the locus. You got my point? Make a note of this. Here, after point slope form, we'll be taking care of 2-point form. Two-point form. Let us consider, instead of giving the slope and a point on the line, straight away 2 points are given to us, which are on the line. Say for example, A is having coordinates x1 comma y1, B is having coordinates x2 comma y2, right? Now, say for example, a moving point P is there on the line. Say this is the moving point P on the line having coordinates x comma y, the variable coordinates. So can I say slope of AP equal to slope of AB? Can I say slope of AP equal to slope of AB? So if I say that, I'll be able to calculate slope of AP as y minus y1 upon x minus x1 and slope of AB can be calculated y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, right? Now, if you want to write in the previous way, you can write y minus y1, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, x minus x1. Yes or no? Now, earlier it was y minus y1 equal to m x minus x1. Instead of slope, there is a formula of the slope. Because the slope is not given, instead of that, the coordinates of the 2 points are given. So we have written the formula of the slope, nothing else, right? Now next, slope intercept form. Now, in the slope intercept, the slope will be given to you and y-intercept is given. M is the slope and C is y-intercept. I'll show you the diagram exactly what I mean to say. Suppose this is the coordinate system, positive x-axis, negative x-axis, y-axis, negative y-axis. And this is the line whose slope is given as m. And this line intersects the y-axis at capital C, having the coordinates 0, small c. Now, y-intercept means the y-coordinate of the point where the line cuts the y-axis is called as y-intercept. So this, in this equation, the y-intercept is there and the slope is there. Say for example, I am taking a point P somewhere over here having the variable coordinates x, y. P can be anywhere on the line. So I can say slope of say PC will be same as m. How can you find out the slope of PC? It's y minus c m x minus 0. I am using a point slope form, first form, y minus y1 equal to mx minus x1. So is it same as y equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope, c is the y-intercept? You got my point? Yes? Make a note of this. Let's see about the double intercept form. This is the fourth form. It is double intercept form. Say this is x-axis, this is y-axis, x o x dash, y o y dash. Say for example, this is the line intersecting x-axis at point A, y-axis at point B. And the coordinates of point A is a, 0. Coordinates of point B is 0, B. Will you be able to tell me what are the x and y intercept of this line? The x coordinate or the abscissa of a point where the line cuts the x-axis is called as x-intercept, and the ordinate or the y-coordinate of the point where the line cuts the y-axis is called as y-intercept. So here I will say A is x-intercept, B is y-intercept, right? See, 2 points on the line is given. If I take a moving point P somewhere over here, having variable coordinates x comma y, can I use 2-point form? What is that 2-point form? Y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, x minus x1. So here I am taking x1 y1, x2 y2. So it's y minus 0 equal to b minus 0 upon 0 minus a, x minus a. Can I cross multiply minus a on this side? So is it minus ay is equal to bx minus ab? Let it bx be as it is. Minus ay यहाँ आके क्या हो जाएगा? Plus ay. This ab minus will become on this side will become plus ab, and I will rotate the equation in this manner. So this will become bx plus ay equal to ab. Do you agree with this? Can you divide every term by ab? So what this becomes? Bx by ab, ay by ab equal to 1. So is it same as x by a, y by b equal to 1? Yes. So what is a here? X intercept. What is b here? Y intercept. So x upon x intercept plus y upon y intercept equal to 1 is known as double intercept form, right? Now, the fifth form is normal form. What do you understand by the word normal? Normal means perpendicular, right? Now, ideally, in this normal form, I will take the normal from the origin. I will take the normal from the origin. This is the normal and small p is the length of the normal. And say the inclination of the normal be alpha. Here I am not at all taking the normal, the inclination of the line. I am taking the inclination of the normal. So what this will become? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. You got my point? This is called normal form. What is alpha here? The inclination of the normal. What is p here? The length of the perpendicular drawn from origin to the line. You understood my point? Make a note of this.